What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, the Grand Shogun, aka Shogunna, the Mystic One, aka the best Shogun you know, aka Mr. Trapping Out the Cloud Village. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Today is my first Boku no Hero, aka My Hero Academia anime review. So, what I'm gonna do is so it's sort of a recap. I wouldn't even call this review. I'm gonna do a short little recap of the first two episodes, um, and then I'm just gonna talk shit to you guys and answer questions if there are any. Let's see how many people are in the stream right now. We got two people, I guess. You guys can go ahead, uh, drop some stuff in the comment section. And, if you got any questions or comments, I'll read them out after I talk about this first, the recap of the first two episodes. So I'm going to be recapping episode 1 and 2. Episode 1 is entitled, wow, come on. What is it? That's the idea, Ochako. Yes, Ochako. I forgot her name for her. And she's actually a pretty good character. This episode, of course, is the first episode back from the break that we had, and in story, it takes place after, like right after the events of the season finale of season 1. So this is right after the villains have attacked, and we get introduced to. We don't really get introduced to a new character. We get the hints of a new character, and that's the guy who trained All Might. Now, I'm very, very, very interested in that guy. I'm very interested in that guy, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to think. Also, I want to know what that rat guy does. I think he's the principal of the school, but he's just because he's a rat. Like, what do you do, dude? What is your power? What is your quirk? Um, but all in all, this episode was set up what is, I would say, the main thing probably going to be the season, which is the festival, the sports festival. And in all honesty, the the sports festival is exactly, well, I'll get that into season, I mean episode 2, but basically sets up the sports festival, and we get a little backstory on Ochako, and we get a little character development for Ochako. We see, we get her motivations for why she actually wants to become a hero. So she wants to become a full-fledged hero, so she can, what I'm saying, so she can get money and let her parents, what I'm saying, just rest, man. Like, you guys work too hard, just take it easy. And that is beautiful. Like, I loved that. Like, that was some great character motivation. And it was a good character revelation. It really was. um what else happened in episode 1? That's like bare bones. That's really all I can say. That's pretty much it. But besides the character interactions that we got, I'm telling you guys that I want to know who that character is. Now, I haven't read into the manga. I'm just following the anime so far. But after this season ends, I'm going to try and catch up in the manga. But I don't know if we learn who is All Might's, what I'm saying, his mentor or his teacher, but that guy has to be crazy powerful. He has to be, what I'm saying? It's All Might's fucking, like, he has to be OP. He just got to be like, if he's not OP, I don't know what show I'm watching. I really don't. Actually, if he's not OP, I don't know if I'm watching an anime. That's how important him being OP is. Um, I'm trying to think if I missed anything in episode 1. Not really. Not really. Episode 1 is it's just, it's just one of those episodes, transition episodes that gets us back into the groove of things. So I didn't really expect it to be all that shocking or jaw-dropping or impressive. It was a really good chapter. I mean, episode. It really was. Now, episode 2, the Roaring Sports Festival. Now, this is where we get into the meat of it. We get introduced to the sports festival. And I must say, the sports festival is nothing more than the tuning exams from Naruto. Hey, man, look, if you guys want to hate me, hate me. It is what it is. That's all I'm saying. It's just the tuning sports exams. And you know what I'm saying? I even kind of mixed those two up. It's the tuning exams is the Roaring Sports Festival. They're the same kind of thing. The basic idea is there are different classes. So each year, since we're our hero, Deku and everybody, they're first years, right? So first, second, I think it goes up to 3. I think 3 is the last year you can participate. So you got 1, 2, 3 years, and they compete. Each year competes amongst itself. Okay. Now, people who are allowed into the school, into being a hero, they kind of the pack, but that doesn't. It apparently doesn't mean that they're the strongest, even though they're in the school and they lead the pack. People who are rejected from the school but allowed to be in some sort of like study class, essentially. I want to say it's essentially the class is for if you had some type of potential, but you weren't good enough to make it. If you can show inside these games that you're a pretty big deal, you can be allowed into the first class of heroes. So basically, that's the motivation for everyone in the subclass. We've got Class A, who's where our main character and all his classmates reside, and everybody else, they're fighting to beat an A, and someone in A will have to drop off. So everyone in A is trying to stay in A. Everybody, what I'm saying, aside from that, they're trying to sort of pick themselves up and get into that grade. But apparently the sports festival is going to be filled with, it's a bunch of bracket style. It looked like a tournament the way they were explaining it. But when we get to the first trial, it's actually not a tournament. So it's weird. It's really weird. But one thing that stands out in this episode is my boy Deku had a really great moment. He really did. I didn't like Deku at all. Like at all. Like I thought he was a pussy. He was a bitch for real. Like you couldn't tell me anything about this guy. Like I did not like him at all. But even though he had the power of All Might, he was still a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But so he was confronted in front of the entire class by dang, what is his name? I just had it. Fuck, I'm gonna feel so stupid. People are gonna call me out. I can't remember this guy's name. Well, you guys seen the episode. The guy who has both the fire and ice powers. Oh, by the way, I love that character. He's one of my favorite characters. Todeki. I believe that's his name, Todeki. I believe his name is Todeki. He's a fucking beast. I love that guy, and I like the guy who's a bird for some reason. I think it's because I like birds, because I do like Morgans in One Piece. But yeah, Todeki is a fucking beast, and ever since in the first season, he was my favorite in the class. So Todeki tells, you know what I'm saying, walks up to him, tells him, you know what I'm saying, like, I know you're working with All Might. I know you rocking with him, and I know he rocking with you, but I'm still gonna beat your ass in this event. And Deku, instead of, like, you know what I'm saying, bitching up and, you know what I'm saying, running from that challenge, he stands up to him. And I'm like, yeah, okay, this is some development. Deku, this is some development. This is what I've been waiting for. Like, I hate seeing you be a bitch. Like, I really do. I don't want that. Like, I don't at all. So the fact that he actually stood up and was like, yeah, I'm going for the top two. Like, I know you're a big deal, because Todeki, he apparently, like, he's like at the top of the class. It's crazy. It's crazy. And who's the guy with the bombs on his hand? Is his name Baka? Bakuno? I can't remember this guy's name, man. I can't remember his name. There are a lot of fucking characters. There are a lot of fucking characters. Jesus, I can't remember this guy's name at all. Oh, fuck me. Like, I'm going to look up this guy's name. I have a computer. Good technology if you can use it. There we go. Baku. Maybe that's it. Maybe his name is Bakuno. Uh, mm, I can't. What is this nigga's name, man? Why can't I remember this guy's name? Because he's a pretty cool character. It's not even like, it's not relevant. This guy's name's not relevant. I know. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't see his name anywhere. Oh, if you guys know his name, I'm sure you do. He's a pretty cool character too. I get the Sasuke vibe from this guy, because, apparently, excuse me. Yeah, apparently this guy, in the entrance exams, he placed the highest, which is a little surprising. But he was able to give the speech to everybody, because he leads because their class is the top class, and he's the top player in their class, and he just says, I'm gonna beat everybody, which is a very Sasuke thing. He's so emo. But you can tell it's just his drive to prove, what I'm saying, his worth, and that he's better than everybody, because he Deku when Deku didn't have any powers, and he was a bum. You know what I'm saying? He was just a loser to everybody. He didn't have any powers. He wanted to be a hero, but everybody laughed at him because that's stupid, because he can't be a hero. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And um now that Deku has the all one for all power, he's out here. Deku, not Deku. I can't even. What is his name, man? He doesn't want to be left behind. Uh, Bakugo. Yes, Katsugi. Yes. Okay, okay, okay. Bakugo. That's his name. All right. Yeah, Bakugo. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bakugo. That's his name. He doesn't want to be left behind. So, all in all, the first two episodes are pretty good. I'm liking Boku no Hero. I really am. And oh man, I gotta say this: when the freaking they have to start with the race. The first trial is a race, obstacle course. And this guy Todeki is he's so much more advanced. He just seems so much more advanced than everybody else, man. It's crazy. It's really crazy. So I can definitely see a Deku versus Todeki final battle because he looks like Neji looked and the tuning exams. Like it's that crazy. Or Gata. I don't think he's not as intimidating as Gata. He looked like Neji looked during what I'm saying, the tuning exams. So I can definitely see a battle between those two, and I'm waiting for it. I really am. Um, I think that's it. Are there any questions? No? Let me check. Nah. Chat's looking dry. Because I pretty much said everything I had to say. Well, if you guys do watch this after the fact, tomorrow, which will be Wednesday, I'm going to have a prediction stream for the One Piece chapter because we're finally getting another chapter this week. So One Piece stream definitely happening. That's gonna be lit. I had something else planned after the One Piece stream. I can't remember what it is. For the life of me, I cannot remember. That's crazy. That is wild and crazy, B. I can't remember. No. I'll tell you guys after the One Piece stream then. This is your boy, the Grand Shogun. And remember, I am the greatest Shogun you know. So peace, and I'm out.